Hi everyone, I, Chien Ling, and my group members who are Zhen and Koh Zhen Ling are going to present on how to make an extra tessellation, a fractal and a freeze pattern that had applied in the real world. And now, let me, Chien Ling, shows you how to create an extra tessellation of a tile floor pattern. Let's begin. Firstly, go to Polygons and choose Regular Polygon function. Make a line and enter 4 vertices and click OK button to form a square shape. Then, use Polygon function to make a shape that we are going to remove later. To make a curve, we also use polygons function as there is no function that helps us to make the curve easily. Therefore, it is one of the tricky parts to make a smooth curve. Thus, I have to adjust every point myself to make the curve smoother and more beautiful. And also the bottom left part of the square. Next, go to Transform and choose Rotate Around Point function. Select the first shape that we made and a center point E. Enter 180 degree and choose counterclockwise. Then click OK. The image formed at upper left part out of the square. Select the second shape and the center point O. Then do the same step as just now. Enter 180 degree and choose counterclockwise, and the image seems beyond the square, moving from the bottom right to the upper right. Then, select the third shape and the center point P. Enter 180 degree and choose counterclockwise too. The image appears out of the square, moving from the bottom left to the middle. After that, go to Edit and choose the Select Object function. Highlight the whole work's results. Click the first option and drag the dot to the left until 0. Then, choose the second option and turn off Show Labels to remove all the labels. Go to Polygons and choose Polygons function. Connect all the points of the shape that we formed. Go to Select Object and remove all the unused line by turning off the Show Object function. Next, select all the points. And turn off the Show Object function to remove the points. Repeat again the step and turn off Show Labels. Yay! Now we got the same pattern of the tile floor. To make it more interesting, we add some shapes and color them with various colors to create a speedboat. The orange part represents the body of the speedboat, the blue part is the mirror, and the black part is the motor of the speedboat. Then, remove all the labels and points. And then the speedboat form. Next, go to Transform and choose Translate for Vector function. Select the whole object by highlighting it and the vector to down to translate it. Select again the object to translate one more time. Next, select again the whole things and translate twice to the right. Now, it is the same as the tile floor that got in real world. Another creative idea, we change the translation by moving the vector until every frontmost and backmost point is connected. And we will notice that every empty space forms a swan. Therefore, I add some lines using segment function. I adjust the point to let the curve more beautiful. Next, I use circular section to create its beak. And I use the segment function to create the eyes. Next, I put different color to make it clear. I use yellow color to create the beak, and since the swan is in white color, so I use the background as the color of the swan. Then I translate all the lines. And it will be like this. Last but not least, click right click to remove the grid. And ta-da! The extra tessellation of speedboat and swans produce the final product. I hope that you guys enjoy and learn something about the way to produce tessellation using GeoGebra. I passed this presentation to Taizin to show the fractal pattern and design in real world. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Daisy. Today I would like to show you how to construct a flower with fractals pattern by using mathematical software which is GeoGebra. Step 1. Click the setting icon and click show access. Click measure grid line. Step 2. Click the tools. And click the slider and click the space. Change the minimums to 2 units, maximum to 4 units, and increment is 0.05. And it will show a slider A equal to. Step 3. Click the circle, center and radius at the origin. And we set the radius to A unit. Step 4. Pick a point, construct a point at coordinate 0, which is B, 20. Step 5. Click the angle with given side. Click point B and point A. And we change the angles to 30 degrees. Step 6. Continue to use the angle with given side. Click point B prime, point A to form another 30-degree angle. Then repeat the step where you click point B double prime and point A to form another 30 degree until the entire circle is divided by 30 degrees. Step 7. Use circle center radius. Form 12 circle radius in A unit. There are 12 points on the circle. Pick up one of the points. Construct a circle with A units. Then repeat the step to form 12 circles on first circle. Step 9. Take algebra. Pick one of the points that lies on the first circle and it will highlight in the algebra, and click the top algebra to remove the point from the first circle. Then repeat the step to remove all of the points from the first circle. Then click algebra and click the part of the instruction that contains angles. Remove all the angles shown on the circle. Step 10. Click algebra again. Click the first circle. Recreate and click the dot of the circle at the center A to hide the first circle showing on the grid. Step 11. Click Tools. Click Select Object to select all of the circles and all of the 12 circles with color. Step 12. Select all circles and click Show Trace. Step 13. Click another slider. The name R equal 1. Minimum is 0 unit. Maximum is 1 unit. And the increment is 0.01. And you will form another slider which is R equal 1. Step 14. Select all of the objects and go to the setting and advance and fill R at blue space. Step 15. Click select object and click slider A equal 2 and slider R equal 1. I click and click animation. Step 16. Clicking the animation will move and the two sliders have once. Press the pause button. As we can see, a flower with fractal patterns is shown. In other words, petal shapes are the same from the innermost layer to the outermost layer. The size and scales change from smaller to largest. That's all from me. Thanks. Next, I will pass it to my friend Koh Zhen Ling to show the frieze pattern design in real.
So the first step, we click circular arc and create curve which more than 180 degrees. After that, we click segment and make a segment from the point C to the point which is vertical with point B. And then there has a heart shape be created. After that, we click circular arc and create a curve on point D. After that, we click circular arc again to make another one curve which below the first curve that we just now. Alright, after that, we click segment to create a segment from point G to a random point because we will adjust it after we have do the next step. After that, we click circular arc to make a curve which connect with point J and adjust segment GJ in order to make a tiny pattern. So we adjust it until we get a tiny pattern and a perfect pattern that we prefer. So now we get a pattern that we prefer. So after that, we repeat the step 1 and step 2 to make a small half heart shape. So that is the same step with step 1 and step 2. We click circular arc and create a curve, and then we click segment to make a segment. So after that, we need to hide each point on the diagram and its label. Then hide the label of each curve and segment in order to make a clear pattern on the surface. Alright, after we hide each point on the diagram and its label, so next we create a vertical line as a reflection line and reflect all curves and segments by the vertical line. So there has reflection. Alright, after we have reflect all curves and segments, so now we need to hide them, hide the points and the labels, because we need to have a clear and clean surface, and so that we can see our shape clearly. So now we there have two heart shape, and there has curve and also segments. Alright, so after that, we make a point near the shapes and click rotate around point. Then click any curve or any segment, followed by clicking the point A1 to rotate 180 degrees anti-clockwise. This step repeats to click the rest of the curves and segments. So from here, the rotation will be, so there has rotation. So after we have rotate all points, so after we have rotate all curves and segments, so now we need to hide the all points on the surface. So we have to clean surface. After we hide all points and levels, so now we design it with vertical lines and horizontal lines to make a new creative detached curve. So after that, we hide the all points on the surface and the label of the lines. We need to hide the points and label every time that we have finished a step, because we need to have a clear surface. Okay, after we hide the points and labels, so now we click vector and create the vector on the surface. The value of vector is same with the length of our previous design, which is 10 units. So after that, we click translate by vector and click any curves and segments and lines, followed by click the vector. Repeat the step with click the rest curves, segments and lines. So that has translation. Alright, so after we have done translation, so now we hide the all points and labels. After we hide all points and labels, so now we color the new design. And a new creative village girl has been created. And for this, we can say that it was spinning cigar because it involved transaction, 180 degree rotation, and vertical mirrors.